checkered flag. George Jr. is a champion.
Steve, before we look ahead, let's look back. How would you grade 2017?
Well, I think, it's tough to grade ourselves, but you look at, for us, probably the industry and the drivers, team, sponsors, and I think everyone really felt like it was an A overall, candidly. When you look at different winners, different organizations winning, the new stages, all that really came together, probably the best we could have thought when we were thinking about it in the offseason. So a really good season for us in 2017.
The last few years in the sport have been interesting because we have said goodbye to some really good drivers. When you see folks like that walking away and calling it quits, well, what is your reaction on the NASCAR side?
Well, the first point, what I'm really proud of our drivers about is I wouldn't say calling it quits. I talked to Dale Jr. yesterday, talked to Jeff Gordon 2 days ago, and they're all in on the sport. How can we make it better? And when you look at the veterans that we have right now, Jimmy, Kevin, Kyle, championship drivers who have gone out there and proven themselves. And we talk a lot about these young upcoming drivers, but they've got some established veterans with pretty good careers that they're going to have to knock off to really make a name for themselves as well. So it's an exciting time for us.
What's interesting about these young drivers is the different corners from which they come from, and two in particular, Daniel Suarez and Darrell Wallace Jr. What opportunities for growth do we have with young drivers like that are coming from places we haven't seen maybe ever or maybe in such a long time?
Think about this, Adam. For the 2018 Daytona 500, you have a female race car driver, Hispanic, African-American, and with Kyle, Asian-American. I don't know of any other sport that can say they've got that going into their biggest event of the year. But that to us is just the beginning. I think it's showing people opportunities and teaching people about the sport so they can get hands-on experience and then also follow some of the drivers that they may relate to. And that's big for us.
I follow a lot of sports. I've never seen a commissioner, president of any league that is as involved in social media as both you and Brent Dewar. You guys are right out there with the fans. Where does that come from? And why do you feel the need to be so involved with the fans in the sport the way you are?
Oh, it's a great question. And I think it started from, what is Twitter? And I knew that, hey, I'm getting older. I better learn, what this is, and kind of experimented with it a little bit and learned that, it was really a way for us to interact directly with the fans. One of the things I always talk about is you're in race control, and it used to be, wow, was that a good race? Do we make any bad calls? You'll know pretty quickly on Twitter when you're heading in the media center that, hey, you better be prepared, and here's what's coming. But to me, it's been more of a social outreach to really interact with the people who, make a huge effort to go to races and watch races on TV, and, they're what allows me to do what I love. So I want to pay that back as much as I can.
You've been with NASCAR now almost 25 years, but as a guy that spent so much time in Daytona Beach, Florida, what is the morning of the Daytona 500 like for you? What emotions does it bring?
To me, it's still the best day of the year. I love watching the sun come up at Daytona. You go in the garage and it's quiet just for a moment. No one's in there, and the teams slowly come in. The anticipation that morning, right, that anybody could win. Everybody feels that they've got that chance, and there's only one winner. It's a celebration all day long. To me, it's the ultimate day in motorsports.